strawberry shortcake shirt on. I like this. I love it. You bedazzle a little bit. Are you ready for the next comment? He's very offensive. Okay.
Bring it on.
We know you're ready, man. Y'all, Penny's here to have some fun tonight for those of y'all who missed out. There's a whole lot of things going on to introduce everybody. We're all like a family here. Every Tuesday, you guys are going to be here. Hoping Penny stops drinking. And Boca Raton over there with his It Man shirt on. Look, I'm glad to have you back, sir. Damn, you look very intense. Ew, you're cold? Can we get some heat in here? Dang, can we turn the heat on? Somebody start a fire.
No, they go to sleep then. We don't want that.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here and stop wasting y'all's time. Please put your hands together for our next comic, Mr. Liam Ulrich.
Been downgraded from a table to a stool.
Push it in.
By the way, did anybody notice that it doesn't even look like Malcolm's wearing a shirt? I guess perfect skin tone to match cloth.
Rare.
One of my favorite things about coming here is seeing that sign that says privileged entry only. It's mighty white privilege based on this room. I do feel like a vampire because like this is the earliest I've done a performance in a long time. Like the sun's still out. That just feels weird to me. See, I wrote a couple of things here. Oh yeah, Malcolm. In regards to your opening set, I've told my grandma way worse things. She asks, "Liam, what are you on?" Either a single mom or coke, but it's one of the maybe both. Oh, and the last guy that was up here talking about savvy songwriter stuff, that's half this show. No offense, I'm not saying it's bad. It's hard to find a porn when your mom's dead. Everything's all step fantasy these days. Halfway through the video, the guy's like, "Oh, mommy, yeah. Must be nice." Yeah, when I was in school, I was on the bus going home, and this kid says to me, "Hey, your mom's a strip." I said, "No, she's not. She's a cop and a nurse." What kind of stable household is this kid living in where his parents are gossiping about my mom being a dancer? Speaking of strippers, you know what the difference between strippers and nurses are? Sometimes the uniform. Otherwise, it's the exact same personality. Trust me, I've been raised by and dated plenty of both. There was only one stripper that ever loved me as much as she let on. Yes, that was my mom. I did cause her a lot of grief growing up, but it's safe to say she caused me a lot more in the long run. Okay, a little too dark? Yeah, she died of a fentanyl overdose about 4 years ago. And we had her cremated, so it's only, she was a drug addict, so it's only fitting that she was condensed into powdered form. Trust me, it gets worse.
We're ready.
I am single. Yeah, I was about to say, that's not surprising. I think we all caught that. It's hard dating these days. I'm back on the app, so ladies better watch out. Liam's on the prowl. But I keep seeing a lot of women preparing themselves for a problem that I don't really think's coming their way. What I mean by that is not poly, not gonna be a third, not your unicorn. But look, nobody wants a unicorn shaped like a rhino. And I do consider myself polygamous because I'm a dirty little slut like that. But I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, thank you. I did change my my relationship status from polygamous back to monogamous. Start getting a lot more matches. So moral of the story, you gotta lie to women. You guys remember when you got the sex talk?
Okay, great.
Penny?
Yeah, you go to him.
Well, you were telling me that you remembered when you got the sex talk, so now I'm curious how that experience went for you. Yeah? Mine was pretty interesting. I told my mom I had a girlfriend. I was in 8th grade. She was in prison. My mom, not the girlfriends. But, yeah, she was like, well, I knew this day would come. And she was oddly overprotective for somebody that was a drug addict in prison. But she starts telling me, like, all right, well, you know, there's such thing as oral sex. Like, yeah, it's not a sentence I ever wanted to hear out of your mouth, but I'm familiar. She's like, there's also armpit sex. Never heard that one before, and I didn't ask where she did. But to like rub salt on the wounds, like other inmates started chiming in and were like, you need to protect yourself. Grab your pee-pee, it will fall off. So that's another one of my fond childhood memories. I did bring a girl over to my house recently. I had to tell my grandma first. And she goes, all right, how old is she? So she's 39. It's like, would white trash and underage be better? But, so, well, it gets better. She's also black. She's like, oh, Jesus Christ, Liam. And my grandma's that old-timey racist. She still thinks the Mexicans are stealing all the jobs. And she's retired. So I don't see why it really matters to her, but I did just adopt 3 pit bull puppies that are black with white paws. And it's the first black person they ever saw, so they started flipping the fuck out. And I don't know why, like maybe it was just their white paws. That one only gets so many crowds. I like my coffee like I like my women. Big, black, bitter, and cold. I got friends that work at the morgue. No, I did used to work at Starbucks, which was miserable. But one way I would get back at people that would slight me was I would decaf them. A lot of nurses. I was decaffing and fucking them. But if you're the kind of old fuck that couldn't drink caffeine anymore, guess what you got? Heart attack in a cup. I sleep just fine at night. But I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys with that, so thank you very much.
Yeah, keep it going for me, Logan.